Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my Surah series. This is part 55, Surah Ar Rahman. It's one of my favorite surahs, the most merciful. So, we know when someone does you a favor and later reminds you of it again and again and again and again. Surah Ar Rahman does the opposite. Allah reminds us of His favors repeatedly, not to guilt us, but to wake our hearts. It's like Allah lovingly asking, I gave you all this, so why are you still denying me? Part 55, Surah Ar Rahman. Surah 55, Surah Ar Rahman, the most merciful. It's a Meccan surah that has 78 verses. This surah is known as the bride of the Quran, known of its rhythm, beauty, and emotional power. It speaks to humans and jinn together, listing Allah's favors again and again, and repeating one unforgettable verse. So which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? Repeated 31 times throughout this surah. This is not a repetition without purpose. It's a repetition with impact. So in verses 1 through 4, the most beautiful beginning. Allah opens with one of the most powerful introductions in the Quran. Ar Rahman, He taught the Quran, He created man, He taught him speech. Notice the order. Allah didn't say He created man first, then He taught the Quran first. So guidance is a greater gift than existence itself. So what's the point of being alive if you don't know why? So today people can talk endlessly, podcasts, videos, comments, but speech without guidance becomes noise. Allah gave us language so we could recognize the truth. So in verses 5 through 9, it's a balance in the universe. The sun and the moon run on precise calculation. The sky, He raised it, and He set the balance. Everything has mizan, which is balance and not chaos and not randomness. So we live in an age where imbalance is everywhere. Mental health, climate, relationships. Surah Ar Rahman reminds us when we abandon divine balance, life breaks. Allah warns us, do not transgress the balance. That applies to everything: wealth, power, emotions, and even religion. The favors of the earth, verses 10 through 25, Allah lists blessings after blessing. Earth made livable, fruits and dates, grain and fragrance, ocean with pearls and coral, ships sailing like mountains. Then Allah repeats, so which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? So people say, I worked hard for this, but who gave you the lungs, the mind, the opportunity, and the air you breathe while you're working? So in creation of humans and jinn, which is covered in verses 26 through 36, everyone upon the earth will perish, and there will remain the face of your Lord, the owner of majesty and honor. This verse humbles kings and janitors equally. Then Allah challenges humans and jinn, if you can pass beyond the regions of the heavens and the earth, then pass. You will not pass except by authority. So humans talk about escaping death, uploading consciousness, or conquering space. Allah reminds us that you can't escape. So in verses 37 through 45 talks about the day of judgment. The sky will split, the guilty will be recognized by their faces, and hell will be brought near. And again, so which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? Even warnings are favors, because they become before punishment. So the two jannahs for the God, conscience. verses 46 through 61 talks about, for those who fear standing before Allah, for whoever feared the standing before his Lord are two gardens, two Jannahs. Scholars say one for belief and one for action. Gardens with flowing springs, shade, fruits and pears, peace and dignity. Then again, so which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? Two more gardens for everyone who tries. In verses 62 through 78, then Allah mentions two additional gardens, slightly lesser, but still beyond imagination. So Allah rewards levels. Not everyone reaches the same rank, but everyone who tries sincerely is honored. Islam is not all for or nothing. Efforts matter. So the lessons we can learn from this for our time: mercy comes before rules. Allah introduced himself as the Ar Rahman before commands. Balance is divine. Access is everything. Destroys peace is anything that destroys peace. So gratitude is worship. Not saying Alhamdulillah is spiritual blindness. Jannah has levels and never stops striving. Allah sees effort. Warnings are mercy. Hell is mentioned so we avoid it and not despair. So, to my non-Muslims listening to this or watching this, Surah Ar Rahman is an invitation. Look at what you enjoy daily. Ask who made it possible and ask why gratitude matters. Islam is not fear-based, it's gratitude-based. To the Christians and Jews, the merciful God you believe in speaks here too, reminding humanity of blessings, accountability, and eternal reward. To the Muslims, if you recite the surah and don't feel humility, check your heart. Every breath you take is an answer to Allah's question. So the key takeaways is Allah's mercy surrounds everything. The Quran is the greatest gift. Gratitude is the soul of the faith. Balance leads to peace. Jannah is real and layered. And in my closing reflection, Surah Ar Rahman doesn't shout, it melts. It doesn't argue, it reminds. Every time Allah asks, which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? The believer answers silently, none. My Lord, absolutely none. So the next time you breathe, smile, eat, sleep, laugh, cry, or pray, remember you are surrounded by mercy, and mercy always deserves gratitude.